From Oak Hill Country Club in PITTSFORD, New York, it's Z Golf Show. Hi everyone and welcome to Z Golf Show. I'm Rick Zurek. This week we come to you from the home of the 2023 PGA Championship, and it's going to be great. I mean, there's not a ticket to be had. The place is going to be packed silly, and we're going to have some great players here. You see behind me past champions, Brooks Koepka, Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy. The last time they had the PGA here, it was Jason Dufner that was the champion. But I'll tell you what, the history of championship golf here at Oak Hill goes a long way back.
When you look at these old photos, you can't hear the excitement of the crowds, or smell the freshly cut grass, or feel the rush of the wind in the trees. But it was there, captured forever in still photos that are a part of the history of one of the world's most famous golf courses. Hogan, Nicklaus, Palmer, Trevino, Strange. The list of champions is as legendary as the venue itself. Oak Hill. Two words that have bowed many heads, bent even more clubs, and broken too many hearts to count. Two words that those of us lucky enough to call this shrine to the game home. Oak Hill houses as many great memories as it does great champions. It began in 1901. The original Oak Hill location was near the Genesee River. It was George Eastman, along with the president of the University of Rochester, who brought Oak Hill to its current home. 355 acres of majestic land in Pittsford, New York. It took the legendary golf architect Donald Ross 2 years to complete the east and west courses, along with the clubhouse that remains the base for today's facilities. Less than a decade later, the world's most famous golfer at the time, Walter Hagen, celebrated his own tournament at where else but Oak Hill. Ben Hogan set a course record in 1942. In 1956, Dr. Kerry Middlecoff beat Hogan by a stroke at Oak Hill East. 1968 was the year the Merrimack's Lee Trevino enjoyed his first major win with 4 rounds under 70, edging out Jack Nicklaus. In 1980, only the Golden Bear was able to stay under par for 4 rounds at the PGA Championship, once again proving Oak Hill is a world-class challenge. The future Hall of Famer Curtis Strange made a clutch birdie at the 16th on that Sunday to take the lead and become the first since Hogan to claim back-to-back U.S. Open titles. In 1995, the Ryder Cup brought players and fans from all over the world to Oak Hill's famed East Course. If you listened carefully, you could hear the beer songs of the triumphant Europeans. In 2003, the PGA Championship was won by Shawn McKeel. That same year, Oak Hill East was ranked tied with Augusta National, home of the Masters, for the finest conditioned golf course in America. In 2013, record-breaking Oak Hill crowds were treated to a record-breaking performance by Jason Dufner, who shot an Oak Hill East Course record 63 on his way to claim the Wanamaker Trophy with a 2-stroke victory over Jim Furyk. The most historic and prestigious of the senior majors, the Senior PGA celebrated its 80th championship at Oak Hill East. With steady Sunday play, the 2018 PGA Tour Champions Rookie of the Year, Ken Tanagawa, beat the field by a stroke to take home his first major. Not surprisingly, Oak Hill became the first club to host all 6 majors that travel. 3 USGA tourneys, 3 PGA championships, including the Ryder Cup. The future holds even more excitement. 2023 will see yet another PGA championship, and in 2027, Oak Hill will host the U.S. Amateur Championship. The rare gem in a golf-loving town that attracts record-setting crowds. This is majesty. This is memories. This is Oak Hill.
Now, what people don't realize is that there are actually two golf courses here at Oak Hill. There's the West Course and the East Course. The East Course being the championship golf course. Now, when Jason Duffner won here in 2013, when they had the last PGA here, well, it was a different golf course because in 2019, they went through a monstrous renovation.
Once we started tearing up those holes and you could see some of the underlying dirt and mud that we had, there was definitely a pushback from the members, like, oh my God, what are you doing? Luckily, by the time we get past Labor Day into mid-September, the members could see these holes starting to take shape.
When you get on that third green and you see down to 4 and the new 5, the vistas are spectacular.
For nearly a century, Oak Hill Country Club's East Course has been one of America's finest, a challenging masterpiece designed by Donald Ross in the early 1920s. But after more than 90 years, the time was right for a restoration. The restoration of Oak Hill's East Course.
We knew that we needed to do something monumental to the East Course.
The greens were certainly tired. We lost a lot of cupping areas over the years with bunker buildup.
Ultimately, we hired Andrew and saw that there was a lot more that we could do to the golf course. And ultimately then the decision was, let's go to the membership, but it would take some time.
I have a picture that I show everyone that comes through that asks me about the renovation. It's of Walter Hagen putting in the 1934 Hagen Centennial Tournament. And it's on our number 13 green. The back of the green in that picture is relatively square. There's no bunkers in the back of that green. If you look at what had happened over time, the green had become round and bunkers were added behind that green.
In my mind, it was taking this golf course that had an amazing history, a storied history, an iconic history, and trying to return it to its roots. You'll start working that bunker back this way a little.
We had 2.5 years to really kind of prepare for this project, and I felt like that preparation got us to the point where once the construction started, there really wasn't any major holds up.
Every detail was carefully planned. Special materials from across the country were staged. On August 6, 2019, the work began. Trees came down. The turf was taken up. Bunkers dug out. Soon the retaining wall for the pond at 15 was knocked down. The East Course, site of so many major championships, was now a major renovation site.
Then that'll transition to how much we can lower the floor, and then that'll...
Golf committee and the executive committee just hit it out of the park with Andrew and doing exactly what needs to be done.
The project moved quickly. Only 2 weeks after the start of the renovation, the first sod was rolled out on the 10th green.
The precision that the LeBar people used on that green to create that was something I think really was eye-opening. We had really high-class crew on site to do this, that we went for the best people to do this construction project. They delivered in a pretty tight time frame, August, September, October, and they got it done in a miraculous time frame.
By November, the plan had been executed perfectly. The result, a championship course, true to the original vision of Ross, but also expanded and improved to challenge golfers of all abilities. The PGA Championship returns for the 4th time in 2023. And the USGA comes back in 2027 as Oak Hill will host the United States Amateur for the 3rd time. For the members, they have their beloved course back now.
We now have a truly great golf course, a golf course that gives you risk and reward. I'm ecstatic for our club and for our members and our guests to come out here and see it.
It's going to add to the aura and how great a major championship venue it is.
Looking as beautiful and demanding as ever, welcome to the restored Oak Hill Country Club East Course.
We'll look back at it 25 years from now and say that wow, can you believe what we did in 2019?
Now, when you come to the PGA Championship, if you're coming to the PGA Championship, hopefully it won't be raining like it is right now, but the 13th hole, to me, that is the greatest place to watch. The bowl around the 13th green is just a fantastic place to watch. Par 5, so you're going to see some birdies there, hopefully. Just a great hole. You're near 14 tee, you're near 18, so you can move around, but get to 13, you'll really enjoy it. Now, a couple of players to watch at Oak Hill. One is Jordan Spieth. He's a 3-time major winner and has played very well this year, but a wrist injury kept him out of action the week before the PGA, so we'll have to see if Spieth is back and in championship form. The other guy to watch is Brooks Koepka. He's a 4-time major winner and 2-time PGA champion. He's won twice on the LIV Tour, and Oak Hill is a homecoming of sorts for Koepka. Brooks Koepka for the win. Playing at Oak Hill, playing the PGA.
Yeah, it'll be a good week. That's where me and my caddy first time he ever caddied for me there was there. So it'll be a special week. Little kind of, I guess, it'd be pretty much 10 years since he's caddied. So nice to get back up there, go see the golf course again. I've heard they made a bunch of changes, no more trees, got rid of a bunch, but it'll be good. It's a major, so let's get the other few out of the way and then get it up there.
Very good. Thank you. Now, the players that come to Oak Hill will have to battle a very challenging golf course, to say the least, with elevation changes, bunkers galore, thick rough, fast greens. They're also going to have to battle, perhaps, some weather. The high temperatures are going to be in the 60s and 70s, but the morning, it's going to be in the 40s. So get your wool cap on, and whoever does win will show he's a champion. Well, we hope you enjoyed this show from the PGA Championship site, Oak Hill Country Club. And if you're out here and you see me, be sure and say hi, because I'll be out here for the week of the 15th to the 21st of May for the greatest players in the world. They say this has got the most top-ranked players of any of the majors. Well, it's going to happen again here at Oak Hill. As we like to end all our shows, we end it with music. We're going to take it to Newport Richey, Florida, and Starship. We'll see you next time, right here on Z Golf Show.